Well, welcome back. I've got Pat Muncy with me now, the editor of the Kokomo Perspective. This week's Kokomo Perspective is out now. Everybody should have it. Pat, what's the top story?
Well, the top story is about the Greater Kokomo Economic Development Alliance. They're wanting to put together a 5-year plan for growth in downtown and really the city as a whole. They're going to be talking to some consultants and coming up with a plan. We don't have any indication of where they want to take the city as far as growth goes, but at least they're talking about it, which is a good thing. You should have a plan for your development in the community, so we hope that the leaders over there will do that. And they're currently leaderless because Jeb Conrad resigned at the end of the year, so I'm assuming that part of this will be to find a new replacement and help him get the speed and start leading this community economically. Should be interesting to see how the city administration reacts to this. Okay. They have their own Department of Development, and I know that things have not always been rosy between the two. So it should be interesting to see how much buy-in we get from the city administration on this Jacada plan. I would guess that initially he's going to be supportive of it.
Oh, I would think so.
But I think you'll see his fingerprints on it before it's done, too.
Well, the consultant they're bringing in is really trying to figure out what to do, the next steps for downtown Kokomo. We got the two-way streets, we got the bump outs, we've done the beautification. There's like 29 new businesses that have opened downtown since 2009.
Right.
So now where do you go from here, I think is what they're looking at.
Obviously, the parking garage that they'll break ground on in March, and they want to be done by October. I think you're going to see a little bit more in next week's perspective about that. And then the YMCA, the $15 million investment, they've already cleared the ground, and they're just ready to raise the funds now. And I'm excited for that. I have a Y membership. We all do here at the Kokomo Perspective, and I really look forward to using that new facility. So
some of us need to go more often.
Yeah. But Dave Du Bois and Ron Metz, get out there and get some money, will you? Because we'd like to work out in that new facility. So I think those are going to be keystones in the new downtown, and probably at the center of this plan.
One of the things that is in this week's perspective that we want you to take a look at is our Chrysler issue. It was scheduled to be February 20th, but at the request of Chrysler Corp out of Detroit, we've moved that to March the 6th.
Yeah, that's a call you just don't expect to get a lot of times.
No.
I'm sitting at my desk and, hey, Chrysler's on the phone. They'd like to talk to you. I pick up the phone. Hi, how are you? Yeah, we'd like you to move it for 2 weeks. Sure, I'm okay with that. I mean, we're going to get some additional information here probably in the next week's edition that will help explain why we've made that move, but it's going to be for the positive. It'll be a bigger issue, better issue with some exciting developments I think everyone will want to pay attention to. So
yeah, I think that'll be good.
So March 6th.
Kokomo High School is our center story on the Perspective this week.
Right.
They've got Wi-Fi, internet on the buses.
And the GPS, which is important in my mind. The last 2 years when Kokomo Center has started the school year out, they've had a little trouble figuring out where their buses are or where their children are. And that's embarrassing. It's frustrating. If I was a parent and my kid didn't get off the bus that he was supposed to get off of at the time appointed, there'd be a phone call. So to kind of fight that off and get a little more modern in their dealings. They've added GPS so they can tell at any given moment where those buses are. They're load jacked, basically. And then they've got the Wi-Fi there so the kids can operate their phones and their iPads
homework.
And whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Do their homework on the way home.
Right, or chat to each other or whatever. We'll go with doing the homework on the bus, sure. But hey,
you don't like that idea?
It wouldn't have been my choice. But
I used to get my homework done on the bus, and then I was free to go, free to play. So
I got car sick on the bus.
One of the other things in this week's Kokomo Perspective that you definitely want to take advantage of is our coupon savings. It's 16 pages. It's full of all kinds of coupons from Main Street Auto to Pizza Hut to Ray's Drive-In to White's Meat Market in the middle. So be sure you take this out of your paper, put it in your car, and plan on using it. Let's take a break, and then Pat and I will come back and we'll talk about the State of the Union.